fight around Roche that they win so they can get Roche, because their lineup can't do that either.
But the panel was leaning a lot more towards Liquid to actually achieve Roshan. So like you win the fight around Roshan so you can just finish the hard work that Liquid have done.
The thing that I'm mainly looking at in this game compared to the last one is that the initiative to get a lot done is a lot less in Prodigy's court, and the way they won the last game was just overwhelmingly aggressive plays. And now the game might be a bit more Liquid's tempo, the way they like to play. So I think at the very least in the draft they've accomplished that they've set themselves up for their play style.
I suppose we could also look towards just FN then. Like, he was such a superstar of Game 1 and now he's on this Necrophos. Like I think long are the days gone where you get like blink daggers on these heroes and you get them really aggressive. Like, and what is that tempo you even look to have set by who? Is it Epic Kids movement? Is it DM's movement? Is it just the supports playing really well from Prodigy that let them set any kind of tempo? Because once they're ready to go, like, who is the one actually going?
I think thinking of the game in that way is probably not the way this is going to go down anyway. Prodigy are going to reach some sort of critical mass and then they're going to ball down towers.
Okay.
And it's up to Liquid to choose, can we win these fights? And if we can't, they need to just split as fast as the enemy team is pushing, which they're able to. Clinks and Centaur are no pushovers when it comes to taking towers. So they can both defend and play aggressively. So the options are definitely there.
Feels like
curious to see how it goes out. This is a very interesting game. Like, a little bit, what's the word? Not at home in this game.
You're unsettled. You can go with unsettled, maybe. Or ready to learn. But laning phase, I kind of also want to see, like, McKay's progression. Like, how fast does this Clinks actually get some damage up and running, especially up against like an Underlord. Underlord's pretty damn tanky with his 5 armor. Insane wants to try and do something against him, able to hit the E as well. And McKay just keeps punching through. The DM's got all the life to survive.
It's still how you play against Underlord, though. I think with this kind of lane, you want to bully him as much as possible in the low levels, because once he gets more points up in Firestorm, he doesn't even need to look at you anymore. You just place the Firestorm and go and pull or cut waves, whatever he wants. It is actually even an option now for Prodigy if they want to. They could just start going between the towers now and casting Firestorm on every wave. But they're electing to stay in lane so that they can hopefully get some pulse off from safe. He will complete this one, unless... Yeah, I don't even know if Liquid mind this too much. They're kind of just gonna farm it. Mickey has Death Pact now, so he can eat the big Ursa as he will. I don't know if I'm ever gonna stop calling these Ursas. That's one of the few things from Dota 1 that has never, like, it's never stopped for me.
You don't want to call them Hellbears? I know for a while you used to call them like tomatoes.
Yeah, some people call them tomato potato. That even shows even more like the unwillingness to learn the new names. It's like, oh, whatever.
Or the unwillingness to know that like tomatoes actually come in multiple colors as well, so you can still call them tomatoes.
Oh yeah, both of them. Well, then it's really bad descriptive. And you don't know which one you're talking about. Top lane etiquette. Yeah, some good damage, but not enough damage.
It's just harassment back. They know he doesn't have any consumables left. He bought the Orb of Venom. In fact, this safe lane of Prodigy has nothing now that salve has been burnt left. Everything is gone. But Epic Kid's got that innate ability to hit 4 stacks up, slap on down. And Tiger's doing everything he can to just dissuade them from fighting. Mid lane's pretty even, 21-7 versus 8. Okay, maybe not that even. 21-8 versus the 19-3.
That's pretty good for Necrophos, as far as I'm concerned. This is a Razor lane.
Even when Koifa then gets the regeneration rune as well.
I mean, that'll add
that'll hurt
to the wound, but the wound isn't that.
They want to go on top.
I mean, he just did a 0
flying forward.
I'm capable. You've just achieved first blood. Thanks, and have fun. Thanks for playing Dota 2.
Double kill. Tiger actually gets a double kill in this off lane of Team Liquid. And then Mickey goes for bottom lane. Over towards DM. As much harassment as they possibly can, but it won't work when the Stroke of Fate is unable to connect.
Fire Spirits are so good in lane against Monkey King. I think if there's one thing you really don't want to face as Monkey in the safe lane, it's a support that has attack speed slow. The two worst matchups are this Phoenix and the Jakiro. It's just so hard if you can't get your stacks off. And we're seeing it there that Taiga can easily pressure him. As soon as the Fortune's End has been used, you can just lay Fire Spirit after Fire Spirit into this Monkey King. He can't fight back. Like, there's just nothing there. Might even see Epikid just maxing out Tree Dance because of that. Just start semi-jungling, just push out waves and stop playing the lane because it's too complicated.
That's a pretty sad day when that has to happen though.
Yeah, you really don't like that as Monkey King. I think it's part of the reason this Razor pick is actually very good is that it doesn't allow Monkey to go mid. Like, you don't want to face the Razor either. And you could have put the lanes differently from the start with Monkey mid and Necro top, then Necro gets to face Centaur, which is really good. But I think they're concerned that the Monkey King's game is just too bad. So you kind of have to settle.
I'm loving that game sense from FN. He's going to get static link now and have to be forced back up to the Stone Tier 1 tower. But Liquid actually TP'd in the Grimstroke to try and be involved in this. And Taiga moved down as well. And all they did was just have to back up, then get to plant down the fresh Observer Ward, so we can see if that rotation will come again later.
Sorry, it's just funny watching FN try to see us with minus 22 damage from the top. He's like trying his absolute hardest. If I hit it as late as possible, I will get it. It's just perfect timing on the attack and deals 0. Why are you even trying? What is the point?
Should it actually get to 0? Like,
he was minus 21 damage. His attacks doesn't do anything. He was really trying to last it. That's funny.
I don't know, it just feels a little harsh to actually drag someone to 0 damage.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Welcome to playing against Razor. It's very annoying for some heroes. Very annoying.
At least it's getting levels. And net worth-wise, hilarious enough, FN is ahead of the Razor. Only just.
No, it's not bad.
But he is ahead of the Razor. And now, beside, has he got enough damage? Quite far. Barely alive. That one last attacker won't be enough. 50 HP will survive, even keeping the Archie treads up.
That is still not bad, though, for FN. He forced out a salve, he sends Koikva back to base, and he will get probably a wave and a half for free as his reward here. And yeah, he traded off health of 2, but he's got 2 points in Heartstopper, so he will be getting this wave now.
And there's the tip. Give some sass, please. He's number 1 net worth on the field.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's really good. I gotta say, I don't think this is how this lane goes, especially not considering Liquid probably agree when they last picked the Razor into this, that they felt favored in this lane. But
no, the funny thing is too, like the numbers that Kyle throws out, it's like, hey, they need to have this many kills ahead of them. It's like, well, you gotta remember that in Dota, kills don't always matter. And you just stay
Dire's
ahead.
top tower is under attack.
I get the DD rune. I thought save, but he started the attack and I think he early cancelled. To deny up the rune. And DM's gonna be sent all the way home. But he's fine with that, and he pulled the wave up, let the firestorm go, and then farmed up a wave and a neutral camp. Doesn't have as much net worth as Boxy, but still got a lot out of this offlane.
Dire are scanning.
yeah, and Underlord always has the option. It's kind of a strange hero in the sense that he doesn't really win many lanes, and he has a lot of lanes that he loses horribly. But if he just does okay, it's actually one of the better offlaners to do okay with, because as long as you get this one item in the Soul Ring, you can go farm jungle camps, you can push out the lane with minimal risk, and your net worth is extremely high value because all you want to buy is auras for the team for your hero to perform. So you can skip a lot of items that other offlaners kind of feel like they need to function, like mobility items, upgraded boots.
Epikid.
Oh.
They just opened up the line. Sentry wards down everywhere. Stampede has to be useless. Not enough mana for Hookstop. Actually, he does have the one charge. It's Monkey King can't dodge it. And with the damage from Clint, well, then again, maybe the Boundless Strike. It could be Clint is the one that goes down. FN came in so quick to part of this fight. And the Centaur just continues to tick out. The Death Pulse is chasing him. And in fact, the heal from Oracle is now helping Centaur
Double
a
kill.
little bit to get through. Now Razor can arrive. And we turn back the opposite direction. Static link it up, FM will get his TP out to safety, and Tiger has no extra control to really kill up the Oracle as Oracle turns around and then just disarms the Razor. 95 stolen damage, hit what? This is really smart from Kuiper. He'll need Tiger here as well. If they're going to actually claim the outpost of Tiger, Icarus dies forward, but Monkey King's going to be there. Saying we're safe for the kick-up. They do get the outpost, but a little too late. It's 150 both ways.
Foxy will TP in, but nothing to connect
Dire's
on. They
middle
already
tower
disengaged.
is under attack.
Unseen energy.
Nice response from Prodigy there. That's really what you expect to happen in this game, that a Necrophos is quick to rotate, but he did, and that was massive. Getting those 2 kills, especially Clinks to me in this patch, is like... It's a ramp-up hero, right? You get Death Pact, you want to find these kills to get the free damage, and if you make rotations and get stopped in your tracks, it feels like you get set back so much. Most other carries at the state of the game will be happy to just hit creep waves, but Clinks doesn't do that. Like, he's bad at pushing. He doesn't want to.
Catch out the Underlord. Extra slow is provided from Infinity this time around. And Static Link Steal, not exactly what Rubik wants to have.
Radiant's
Also
middle
keeping his
tower is
offlaner
under
alive is
attack.
what you really want to have.
Yeah. 1 point in ulti there and DEM lives, but I think you want to max out Firestorm this game. Sometimes I've seen Underlords actually skill ulti on level 6, but I don't really like that choice most of the time, and I don't think this is one of those games where you're like, absolutely should have done that. Necrophos is going Blade Mail, so getting some armor against Clinks and Razor, making himself a really bad target. At the same time, it's not really a mobility item to any extent. It's not the best ramp-up item in terms of farming speed. It's not terrible either. It's obviously really good on int heroes nowadays. But it's not what I expected. I thought FN might go for something like Yules into Radiance in this game and become really big with the lead he has. But he's aiming for mid-game timing, it looks like, with this Blade Mail. And right now, he's the strongest hero on the field by far. Like, nobody can stand up to this Necro right now. Wait.
Foxy's on the hunt. Oracle. Oh, he needs to stun right now. If he's going to kill him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Stun down the connect. Corey for Insania. That is a very long smoke rotation to come to the
Disarmed
tier 1
himself
tower.
with the bug on him. That's annoying. Oh, what are you going to do? He's buying some time.
Radiant structures
He's
are
buying time for the
fortified.
tier 1 tower and bottom lane to get taken down. Even falls promising. Every other bit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Just a
attack.
mess with Team Liquid. I know we'll do
Dire's
it.
top
He's
tower
not
is under attack.
Dude, that's
How long
pretty
did it
good
take?
space. That was like 15 to 20 seconds that he bought as well. And that lets FN hit
Dire's
mid-tower.
structures
He's
are
going to go and farm the
fortified.
side, camp to the side. They get the bot tower
Radiant's
as well.
bottom tower is fortified. Radiant's middle
I'd say
tower
for
is under
Prodigy,
attack.
at least it was a death pack kill for Mickey.
Dire's top tower is
He
under
really wants
attack.
to keep building up.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, I think he was actually probably a little sad about, I think, the fight inside the Dire jungle before his death pact ran out just
Radiant's
as they were starting
bottom
the fight.
tower is under attack.
I didn't see a creep nearby or...
Are they just going to try to overwhelm mid already? I feel like this is a bit too early. Like, you don't
Dire's
have
top tower is under
tankiness
attack.
items yet, except the Blade Mail and Necro. Yeah, they're not going to try for it. They're splitting out again. Underlord, by the way, going ATOS. This is the usual offensive build on this hero. Obviously, the combo is you put down Pit of Malice, then you ATOS the guy, and then Pit of Malice
Radiant's
snaps
bottom
again,
tower
because
is under
the
attack.
interval will overlap pretty much perfectly. So a very long route, but obviously makes him susceptible to dying, because it's not the best tankiness item, and that build kind of loses its effectiveness against BKBs when they start coming out. So you're playing again to this mid-game timing with Necro, and I think when these two items are up, VP really want to take fights. I thought it was going to go Horus this game, actually, and not go for the catch, but they feel like they need it.
It's like just no auras at all.
Not yet. They will definitely get them. Don't you worry. They will get auras. There is no way you play this strategy without getting auras.
Is Epic Kid looking for his own fight down here on bottom lane? I don't think against the Clinks he decides that. Maybe not the best thing for him. But now Team Liquid, like, you've had this early game phase. Like, they obviously don't know what we know about, like, Necro having so much net worth than everybody else, but you've got to feel good if you're Clinks or if you're Razor. That's your two cores with really good farm. Item progression moving nicely. So do you try and force fights? Do you look to pressure? Like you've only taken one tier 1
Radiant's
tower so
middle
far, and it
tower
came with
is
the
under
trade
attack.
of a lot of damage to your mid tier 1 as well as the tier 1 tower on bottom. Like can you push? Can you force the issue before a Prodigy are ready with auras or ready with combination items?
I think if you do anything, you look for a rotation when you get the Centaur Blink Dagger. I think that's the best timing your lineup has right now, where you get to take the initiative, because they're kind of suffering from the same weakness as Prodigy right now, right? There's a reason there's 7 kills in this game. Both teams aren't really very good at finding opportunities. They both need to itemize forward, the dagger on Centaur versus the Atos on the Underlord. So when these 2 items come out, you're going to see more fights. And I think Liquid will make the first move. I'm pretty sure. Straight after this dagger is up, you see Boxy's just kind of scrambling to get it. He's digging through his entire health pool, farming jungle camps, and then he's going to retreat to base. The timing's pretty much perfect here. He'll get just the amount of gold he needs from these wild rings.
And Tiger's made sure the top lanes continue to be pressured out as well. DM's trying to play the same battle as well. This is where like Prodigy can't just shove it in the bottom lane and have, well, no more space up on the top. They always have to be looking behind themselves. Echo Saber's done for Epikid. So new items all arriving. Yours and Blade Mail for Necro. Radiance next in his quick buy.
They're just going the Radiance, but after a couple of... It shows quite a bit about, I would say, VP Prodigy's philosophy about how to play the game right now. That they don't want their mid-hero to be this liability that you need to wait for, who wants to build up a really greedy item. They want FN to do stuff now, but they also want him to scale. So now that this timing has been hit, where they have the Euros Blade Mill as well as the Echo Saber and Monkey King, they want to fight. But
going mid.
the dagger.
Strike begins
Killing spree.
beside coins, which is deleted.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
And the rest of Team Liquid are now coming to the mid lane. The Blink Dagger from Boxy.
Dire are
The
scanning.
buyback from Raze will be worthwhile if you can find yourself a kill. The double hook on Boxy is the right sides and Nick going to work. Combining that with the Wukong's command, maybe Prodigy can start turning
Killing
this.
spree.
Monkey King just stands in the middle and dies in the middle of the Wukong's command. Turn on the Sun Ray, turn on the Blade Mail burn too. Quick prod of Atos, Tiger, secured by save. But they're going in deeper. Boxy blinked in, couldn't get the stun out. But Mickey getting back-to-back kills.
It's all right for Liquid,
Radiant's
but it
middle
doesn't
tower
feel good
is
to
under
buy back the
attack.
Razor minute 17.
Dire's structures
What
are
Necrophos
fortified.
really likes in this kind of game is to have a designated target, and now he has one, right? The next Reaper has Koika written all over it. He'll be dead for like 80 to 90 seconds, and that opens up for
Radiant's
towers.
middle tower has been
Speaking of it,
denied.
they even got a tower. It got denied by Insania, very nicely done, of course, but it's still, the space on the map is more important than the gold. And despite losing, or winning that fight rather, for Liquid overall, I don't really feel like they won in terms of the macro of the game. That wasn't really favoring them overall.
But I say, does this still work for Mickey, considering he gets that home damage?
Radiant are
I
scanning.
think
Just
we should
building him up. It's better than the 2 damage that DM's currently got permanent.
That is very true. Should not disregard that fact. Definitely helps out.
Atos, Boxy thinks about helping, gets a hoof stop, but only onto the roof.
Dire's top
Winds
tower
up stealing
is under
stroke of
attack.
fate. Not a bad steal to have, and a Sunray's burning phase down. But back into the pit.
Dominated,
Tiger just
I
comes
guess.
forward. Necrophos does not have the Reaper side available, but they just keep the dust going. And another great hit from DM.
Double
McKay, as well as Insania on the retreat, but couldn't get back. Not in time to get out of range to the pit.
It didn't seem ready there. The Razor just never connected to this play. It was like they didn't think it was going to happen, or that they weren't going to be in time. But this dialogue, it takes time to get these kills when you don't have Scythe. It was actually a really long fight. Don't know
Radiant's
if Korka had TP
bottom
on
tower
cooldown
is
stuck on
under
the other
attack.
side of the map, or what was the matter there, but it feels like a potential play for Liquid they just didn't take. This Necro is getting really big now. Like, it's starting to be concerning for Liquid how farmed this Necro is.
Well, now Team Liquid
Radiant's
bring the
middle
numbers.
tower is under attack.
But they don't bring the Razor.
But
He's
now
not
they're
there
side.
just yet. And now hooked on forward. Boxy gets the initial jump over on the Oracle. Tiger wants to help out too. Disarm. Oracle will try to get himself further out of here. But the pit, the control, Centaur, he needs some extra help. But the Reaper Scythe will take him out for a minute. Tiger also on the retreat. It looks like, yep, Prodigy will have to move outside the Wukongs. But still, Koipa not there. He's farming the top lane. He's trying to get to his BKB, but Liquid were the ones who started this.
What's happening to Liquid in this?
Dire's top tower
today,
is under attack.
They've obviously had some good moves earlier this game. It's just this jump, Centaur jumping the Oracle in the middle of the forest with nobody around him to help get the kill.
And now you may lose quite for anyway. He's got a Euro Scepter available. Starts with the static link to the Monkey King, forcing him away, but it's the wrong way to think for Piggy. Libertad really wants the game. They can always pick up either.
Liquid are really outnumbered in these plays. They're getting punished for Razor being on the other side of the map and getting. Remember, this was their choice, right? It was Boxy jumping in on the Centaur. He jumps the Oracle with no allies around.
Dire's courier
himself.
has been killed.
Oracle will not die to a solo Centaur at this state of the game. Saves himself easily. Rotation comes in. Prodigy are the ones who have the outpost, so Koikva can't connect on that. They kind of just overwhelm them. That looked so easy for them. I think when Centaur jumps, there needs to be a Clinks on the
Radiant's
money
middle
right
tower
away
is
to
under
follow up so
attack.
they get these kills done. Execute the kill straight away and snowball from there. They're a bit too separated, in my opinion, in their moves right now.
I think Tiger might also be
work
dead.
more as a unit.
Once he's got the couriers bringing in the extra turn, welcome to level 11 and welcome to Mickey. Actually going over towards the Rubik, turn on the Sun Ray, and they're going to work with the Burning Army to kill off safe. First dive. Wait,
Radiant's
they see him?
middle tower
Mickey,
is
where are
under
you going?
attack.
No, he just wants out. They don't want to take this fight.
That's actually a really good call to disengage. That is a super good call, and that is not easy to make for Liquid in that moment. Because it's so tempting, you know? You cut Monkey out of the tree, you're 2v1, but they identify they probably can't get that kill in time before help arrives, and then they would both die. That was actually really impressive, because honestly, making calls like that in that moment is very difficult. So, nicely done.
Dire's top tower is
Mickey
under
is courier
attack.
hunting, but he's just right underneath the sentry ward. The sentry, there's another sentry ward too. He's in between two of them. Just trigger the dust. Now Mickey,
They're unstoppable.
and drop the Reaper Scythe in the kill before the Scythe is able to arrive.
But VP Prodigy are just one step ahead every step of the way. They have more people, they get the jump, they have the map control. And a lot of it comes down to towers, right? It's the fact that they've only lost one tier 1 top, which generally happens, but they've taken both the mid tier 1 and the bottom tier 1. And this mid tower is constantly a pain in the butt for Liquid to handle. Just pushing this wave back all the time. It's very annoying.
Radiant are scanning.
The funny thing is though, like I think Liquid are getting better at pushing up the side lanes. Like Boxy's been very elusive with the Centaur on the off lane. Tiger, he knows he's a sacrificial Phoenix. Yeah. Like he knows he doesn't survive this. You put down the spirits, Monkey's just waiting for an extra little bit of help. Underlord will get the perfect control, or will he? Icarus dying, Phoenix gets the TP, and that's pretty huge waste of time.
Oh, they definitely misplayed that. Epic
Dire's
actually
bottom
stuck
tower
close
is
to
under
him,
attack.
and as soon as the Pit of Malice came down, he got cut out of his tree, so he couldn't stun. That was heads up from Taiga, but also probably shouldn't have happened there. There you go. You'll take that.
Both teams are smirked up. Yeah, hey, it's fine. It's no lost rapier.
True. Oh my god, he has Radiance. He is so farmed. That's big boy.
This is the ball of Prodigy being online with that Radiance done. I don't even care about the other auras.
Oh, and there
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Start with the Boundless Strike, follow up with absolutely everybody else. Triggers up the hood, triggers the Stampede. They'll send him up and towards the air. It's only retaliating from the Rubik. He wanted more than that.
They actually didn't have Reaper already. I'm sure they
Dire's
did.
top tower
they had
is
to
under
just delay
attack.
that. But have Boxy caught out again.
I don't know how quickly Razor just moves to the opposite side of the map. It's like, just get away from me. I haven't finished my BKB yet. And Razor is the #1 net worth hero over on Team Liquid, and he's got Yules and an incomplete BKB.
BKB.
I was hoping you would
have a
pass
field
by
day with that one.
Well, I haven't slept in 3 months.
Same for Bulldog. He hasn't thought in a year.
Radiant's
so
bottom tower is under attack.
Let's
tower
let's not bring him into this. I know this is former Alliance.
It's his meme, I think.
Oh, is it? Oh God. Oh, I'm sorry, Trent.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
See if
attack.
this bottom tower gets
Dire's
defended at all
top
by
tower
Liquid.
is under
They don't
attack.
seem interested, and I think it's completely fine to give up this one. I think the positional disadvantage is way too severe right now. Prodigy have placed good wards. They have a super fat Necro in front that they can protect with Oracle. So just shove into this tower. And Liquid will try to push out mid and top as fast as they can, but
Radiant's bottom tower is
with,
under attack.
With getting this mid wave out of the way. This should already be in the enemy tower, ideally. Monkey King is setting up, though.
Yeah, they're chasing it. Boxy, but Boxy, okay. He wants to go in. There's no one else there with him.
It's the same again.
Yep, Boxy just has one thing. Fight. Razor, the pit, out again, DM, controlling him up, and Koifa does not have to burn the BKB just yet. Same BKB also just flew in for Epikid. He is very much ready to fight.
A lucky find.
But what was really burned from that? Like, you lost Eye of the Storm on Koiva.
Right.
That's kind of it. But now, Prodigy pushed him into lane. Big target underneath the tower. They're focusing him down for the false promise. Oracle didn't get stunned in time, so he gets it out on the Necro, who will also be launched into the air. Does anyone else want to follow up on this? Necro just...
That was unreal.
Inside Razor, dead for 90 seconds. No buyback is available to clean up the burning army. And Prodigy will keep the push going.
He didn't account for the boundless.
Scanning.
No BKB.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There's no save in his lineup this time around. Liquid have got so accustomed to playing with saves, but they don't have that Shadow Demon. They don't have that Oracle this game. People exposing themselves to getting killed can die. Oh boy.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's tough, man. I think this mid tier 2 tower and bottom tower will both be claimed by Prodigy here. They have so much time, 50 seconds still. And they know Razor doesn't have buyback. If they saw his inventory and saw that BKB, there's no way he has that plus buyback right now in the state of the game. Not a chance.
And Sunny needs to get down here and just nuke the wave as quick as he possibly can. Protect the high ground. It's a catapult wave. Like, yeah, Mickey just, like, he just goes top. It's like, oh, fine, I need to get out of here. I need my Desolator. I need my damage. Boxy's trying to get a halberd up and running, but I'm not even certain that's going to be enough control. This is just all coming up Prodigy once again.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The split push works well for them. They've got good wave clear. I mean, pushing high ground, like, we still haven't seen a supernova from Tiger, and he has managed to wait long enough in this game to hit level 2 on that ultimate. Something Prodigy doesn't have great things to deal with. And that's an interesting TP from Koifa. They're going to come in behind the mid-tier 1 tower, looking for a target.
They need to find Oracle. They just need to. It's the access point you have to this fight.
They're wrapping all the way behind, and Oracle is going to be there, but I'm seeing 2 couriers coming in.
Radiant's
got
middle
the
tower
headdress to
is
the
under
top. I see
attack.
3 couriers coming in. The army, the squadron has arrived from Prodigy. Crimstroke quickly deleted, and now Razor isolated inside the Wukongs and the pit. He had to BKB. At least able to get that one off this time around. They found the burning army inside the tree line. This might be okay.
Radiant's middle tower
get a
is
couple more
under
kills. They
attack.
got the Oracle. Now into the Supernova. Prodigy had to go and forward.
Double
He wants to get the chains done out. Your buyback comes in from Oracle. So Fortune then now is actually going to be there. False promise, DM, get the hell out. Full Uber back to safety. Probably not exactly how they wanted to use the buyback, but hey, your core stay up after FN goes down.
That was not bad for Liquid whatsoever. Even though they're insta-killed, what happens is Prodigy are caught in this awkward limbo in the middle of the map where they have used their Boundless Strike to kill that support, right? It gives a lot of freedom for them to come in, combine all their spells, use Stampede to just overwhelm. And Prodigy losing that Oracle early on, the safety net for Necro is gone. And he does become a target. Now this is a key moment in the game. Like,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Key moments indeed. Mickey being picked up. The Sunray from Tigers giving him his life as Mickey just silences the Rubik. But Klinks is continuously stunned.
They're not going to get it. It's not enough.
So angry that their Sentry Ward is just out of range of the Dire Sentry Ward too.
Can't catch a break.
You really can't. And a Dire Sentry Ward got planted in range of the Radiant Observer Ward in mid lane. And all breaks are off.
It feels like you do need a little bit more than this Necro kill to confidently go Roche. There's still too many too many potential issues with this big tier 1 tower up. I think part of the reason Liquid hesitated so much is that they know if Necro buys back and there's a fight going here, he connects within 5 seconds. He ports aggressively on his tier 1 and walks over and he's there. So the fight is, it doesn't feel like a 5v4 for them. In their minds. And they were right to think that. I think if they do reforge this Roach, they could have lost in the game. It's a good chance to just get overwhelmed there. So, problem is, you might have toughened it up a little bit. I don't know if it's enough though. They left it at high enough health that Prodigy aren't. No, this ward bottom just paid. So he saw 2 or 3 heroes in that bottom aggressive ward from Aina that almost expired. So maybe Prodigy can get a read on what to do here.
The hated Rubik. That's one quick flyer. 4-man smoke up from Liquid. They're coming over with the boundless monkey. He's coming in very, very close. To be careful. Box needs that jump forward to get the double stun. And the double stuns, but they're battling for the Wukong's command. Clover instantly wants out. 66 HP, and he cuts the tree. Epic Kid, he doesn't be out. He can't hit the ground in time. That is the only saving grace for, spider legs.
End of spider legs. Oh.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That is the only reason
Radiant's
Corey is
middle
alive
tower
right now. And they're going back to Roshan Prodigy. They believe they can do this now. The Desos on the monkey.
Yeah, this is not guaranteed. I think
was going to smoke again. But the creep wave, it's pushing up mid. I don't think do they get there in time?
Do it in time. No, they can't. And they don't have Monkey King ulti this time, so this fight is...
Smoke. Smoke's going to break over. Rubik hooks up. He hits the target. Foxy catching out 2 TM as well as Rubik. They're going down so damn fast. He's being saved by his own Joseph. And now Nico's dive into the supernova, but you've lost Clink. Your damage isn't there. Epic trying to take care of the supernova. Everyone coming in together. It doesn't get off in time. Tiger needs a fraction of a second longer. Foxy doing everything he can, but he's losing his heroes. The Reaver side putting down the last one to die. 5 gone from Liquid. Prodigy, everybody is up.
Radiant's
fall
top
back
tower
on the Rubik
is
for
under
that to
attack.
happen, but they're coming down mid. They know the death timers are so long from Liquid. They can end this right now and get that grand final position.
That egg goes off.
Radiant structures are
That's a
fortified.
different story, but so many things going right for Prodigy here. Even
Radiant's
a small
top
thing like
tower is
Aina
under
purging
attack.
off a fire spirit might have made the difference there for getting the egg broken in time. And it looks like a good jump from Liquid.
Radiant's
They caught 2
middle
heroes,
tower has
but the
fallen.
Clink's walking in to start dealing
Radiant's
damage.
middle
Immediately
barracks
gets
are
lifted by
Radiant's
Rubik and
middle
just
barracks
taken out.
has fallen.
Clink's is the
Radiant's
majority
middle
of their
barracks
damage, and he
has fallen.
couldn't get it done.
Radiant's
Without a
bottom
BKB, he just gets
tower is under
isolated and
attack.
killed every single time he comes up close. This is my primary
Radiant's
gripe with this
bottom
hero
tower
right
has
now. Is
fallen.
if you even
Radiant's
get the
bottom
jump,
barracks
Clink's
are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
he is so counterable right now. He goes so fast. Like, you're still a frail carry, right? Like, anybody gets
Dire's bottom tower is
so
under attack.
you have to not only get the jump, but Clinks has to be kind of free for the first few seconds. And VP Prodigy, they know, and they're just on top of him instantly. Yeah. 1.5 lane Rex. This.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Prodigy are just so quick with
Dire's
everything.
bottom
I feel like
tower
they've
is
always
under
got their
attack.
next objective ready to go. Take the mid, take the bottom, only the melee, because you want to be quick about it before anyone's going to respawn, and then up towards the top lane, remove the final outer towers, and just end this game. In fact, they're only pushing with the Monkey King. They smoke up with 4.
Radiant's
Looking for
top
anyone from
tower is
Liquid
under
who
attack.
may think about venturing out for a moment.
Dire's
Have
bottom
a base
tower
ward
is
that
under
didn't get
attack.
dewarded. They
Dire's
see
bottom
Koika
tower
right
is
now.
It has
Radiant's
to be
top
KB,
tower
but now
is
he's
under
on
attack.
cooldown for 70 seconds. You may as well be dead.
That's a bit harsh.
Well, yeah, I suppose so, but Prodigy are going to push into you, and you got no high ground defense with it.
Yeah. The only reason they don't kill him there is that both
Radiant's
FP Kid
top
and
tower
Fen were
is
pushing
under
top tower
attack.
together.
Radiant's
If
top
either
tower
of those
has
cores is
fallen.
there, Koika dies, but it's probably the reason he ventures
Dire's
outside of the
bottom
base to
tower
begin with,
is under
is that he
attack.
sees these 2 cores top. So
and all of Team Liquid just fall apart. They got the relic on the Clinks trying to get that little bit of bonus damage to find a kill, but Prodigy just sustained. You didn't even get through the Necro's Aegis of the Immortal.
Radiant structures are
And now the jump
fortified.
forward, a perfect hit onto Nick K. He's got a couple of long charges to bring him back deep. The Ghost Shot's giving him protection.
Double
Tiger
kill.
wants that same level of protection. He doesn't have it. Okay, moving back to the fountain. He's so low on life, 100 HP, barely surviving.
Radiant's top tower is
But
under
this game
attack.
is so deep in the bag for Prodigy.
Radiant's top
Fireback's in
tower
from
is
Phoenix, and it's going to be the last hurrah.
Radiant's top barracks are
Who do
under
you go
attack.
on? DM season. FN feels like an interesting target, but remember, he's still got the Aegis Immortal available. Tiger
Killing
slides
spree.
out of strike.
Radiant's
Controlled by
top
the
barracks
pit.
are under
No
attack.
supernova available anymore. In fact, Rubik is taking
Radiant's
his
top
place as the
barracks
Phoenix.
has fallen.
They are just trashing Liquid today. This didn't even seem close in either game. Like, Liquid had a little bit of a... They showed some signs of life for the first, I want to say, 15 minutes, and then they just consecutively lost every fight, every move.
Dominated, I guess. Nah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're trying to battle at the last points here, but it feels
Killing
like Liquid are just in it for the
spree.
throws.
Killing spree.
That's GG. Prodigy. You know what the best thing about this lower bracket final is that the grand final should be a hell of a lot better.
Dire victory.
Team Secret may actually have a team coming in there with big